At 2:15 a.m., my tablet buzzed, and my commercial security feed flashed onto the screen. My sister was at the loading dock, furiously prying at the steel deadbolt. Her husband hovered nearby, scanning the alleyway like a hired lookout. I realized they weren't just throwing tantrums anymore. They were coming to steal my entire livelihood. I am an independent vintage horologist based in Austin, Texas. Over 8 years, I poured my savings into building a highly profitable watch restoration business. I purchased a commercial space and installed a custom $450,000 climate-controlled vault to house client pieces and my curated inventory. My parents never respected the grind. To them, I was just tinkering with old clocks. My older sister, meanwhile, was the family's undisputed golden child. She had recently blown through nearly $1 million of investor capital on a disastrous tech startup, leaving her drowning in massive personal debt. The nightmare started at our parents' 40th anniversary dinner. Right before dessert, my dad clinked his glass and casually announced it was time for the family to pool its resources. He declared that since my sister was in a severe financial bind, it was only fair I sign over 80% of my business to her. My mom nodded along. "You have way too much valuable inventory sitting in a safe," she reasoned. "Your sister can use those assets as collateral to secure a business loan. You can just work as her salaried employee." I flatly refused. I told them my business was mine alone. My mom responded by sliding a printed org chart across the table, showing my sister as CEO and me as a junior technician. When I pushed it back, my dad slammed his fist down. "Stop being so greedy when your sister is on the verge of ruin," he shouted. Apparently, my years of 80-hour work weeks were suddenly communal property. 3 days later, I discovered how far they were willing to go. I received an automated fraud alert from the Texas Secretary of State. Attached was a freshly submitted change of ownership document, attempting to transfer my LLC entirely into my sister's name. They had forged my digital signature. I immediately flagged it as fraudulent, froze my corporate accounts, and contacted my attorney. When I confronted them, the smear campaign began. My sister posted tearful videos on social media, crying about facing bankruptcy while her sibling greedily hoarded wealth. My inbox flooded with messages from enraged relatives. My uncle texted a bizarre itemized invoice for unpaid family debts, demanding I reimburse my parents for my childhood braces and college groceries. I told them anyone attempting to access my property would face immediate legal consequences. The breaking point occurred at my grandmother's 80th birthday luncheon. My parents rented out a lavish country club. Right in the middle of the main course, my dad hijacked the microphone. In front of 60 family members, he called me up and presented a professionally bound partnership contract. He tried to publicly bully me into signing away my company right then and there. I stared him dead in the eye, set my napkin down, and walked out in total silence. That's when my sister shifted tactics. She claimed to have developed a mysterious neurological condition. According to my mother, her only hope was an unapproved treatment facility in Switzerland that cost exactly $200,000. My parents sent me a registered letter demanding I liquidate my vault immediately to save her life. It was a blatant lie designed to extort me. I ignored it and upgraded my security system. A week later, the late-night alert hit. First, the perimeter motion sensor tripped. Then, the camera feed showed my sister crouching by the reinforced loading dock doors. The metallic scrape of a crowbar echoed through the audio feed as she wedged it into the frame. Her husband nervously paced the asphalt, whispering for her to hurry up. I dialed 911 instantly. I watched the screen as 3 police cruisers silently boxed in the alleyway. Red and blue lights illuminated their terrified faces. Officers drew their weapons and ordered them to the ground. Even in handcuffs, my sister was screaming that she was the rightful owner and this was just a corporate misunderstanding. Full story on the channel, link below.